So over the course of time, our ballast deliveries, which are usually dropped off at the spot you're looking at here, have become a little problematic because as we are pushing the ballast around, trying to load it on trains or skid loaders or move it around, it ends up in the forest and it ends up kind of spreading out. So we're trying to get control of that by putting up kind of a block corner wall here. And so we've got these concrete blocks. I think they're about 3,000 pounds a piece. And so we're going to stack those up today and try to come up with a wall, at least the beginnings of a wall, that'll retain all of that material so we don't keep losing it back into the woods where we'll never get it back. So we're going to start in the corner and work our way out from the corner in both directions. Blocks in one at a time and try to get them lined up so they're square and as level as we can get them. Try to make them look neat. And in the corners, or the corner, we're going to build them up 2 blocks high, and then work down to 1 block high for the rest of it, so we've got something to push against with the skid loaders. We've wanted to do this for quite a while, but once again, it's one of those projects that got put on the back burner for a while. Obviously, in warmer and nicer weather, we wanted to be laying track, so we've been doing that all summer long. And now we're starting to slow down a little bit and go through our list of other small projects that we want to get done before winter hits. And this is one of those projects. We started out with 12 blocks, just kind of wanting to see how well this is going to work out, and then we'll add more to it. Our ballast pile storage area here has gradually gotten bigger and bigger over the last couple of years. We usually get 6 dump trucks at a time, sometimes 8, but usually 6. And also during the course of the last 2.5 years or so, we've accumulated a lot of scrap steel from our car projects, and other sources where we've got a lot of scraps, a lot of banding material, old nuts and bolts that can't be used anymore. Any kind of scrap you can think of, we've been accumulating, and we finally got a bunch of that out of here this week. We had a local scrapper come by and pick them up. So we're kind of glad to get rid of the stuff we don't need and send it on to someone who can use it. All of our screw spikes come in 5 or 50-gallon drums, and so we're using those to store our scrap until it's picked up, and they come in really handy. One of the scrap bins we made out of old locomotive parts that we didn't need anymore, you can see that yellow box there with the wiring, the wire mesh, and we don't need that anymore, so we're letting it go away. And getting back to the idea of playing catch up on some of our list items for fall here, and some of the smaller projects that we haven't had a chance to get to yet. We've done a lot of cleanup around the buildings, which we do all the time, but we're trying to kind of clean that up so that we can continue smoothing out our dirt work here and getting it set up for drainage. And we're moving a lot of sticks and branches from all the trees we've cut down. It's an ongoing process. Also this week, in addition to laying track, which we did and showed you in the last video, we've got the land contoured down now on the east side and the north sides of the building so that water flows down away from the building. It's kind of sitting up right at the crest of a hill, so it's pretty easy to make that happen. On the north side, we had to come down quite a bit further because it was going uphill. So we managed to get all that done this week, and now we're ready to seed it. Some of it will have gravel on it, and the rest will be grass eventually. And a little update on the goats. They've been working away. They've been stripping trees, and now they are working on a new section. Parts of the old section, the first section that they worked on, which was about an acre, we've gone in and uprooted a bunch of the trees and laid them over so they could eat the top leaves on the trees. It's kind of stage 2 of our goat project here. And finally, non-stop cleanup of the railroad track itself in the fall. Obviously, the leaves are coming down off the trees. We have to get them off so that when it does get wet, it will not foul the ballast. And so we're working on that as well. It's kind of a continuing thing that we do here. So if you like our videos, please don't forget to subscribe, like the videos, and please leave a comment below.